Hello lovely people, please welcome to another productive video. But today we're going to talk about the benefit of process and why we must pass through it. Oh yes, for real. You see, process is something that we can never take it out of our daily life to achieve our destiny. Everybody needs to pass through the process. But what is the reason why we must pass through the process? That's the question. The reason why we must pass through the process. And I want us to talk about only three things. I want us to talk about only three things. You see, so let's enlighten ourselves on these three things. One, the reason why we must pass through process is to acknowledge God. Is to acknowledge God. You see, process is we passing through the difficult times, we passing through the hardship, we making the determination, we making the point that whether rain or shine, we must achieve our destiny. Whether rain or shine, we must achieve our goal. You see, when you pass through the process, you begin to see the various channels where the helps come from. And as you begin to see, as you begin to identify, then you begin to acknowledge God. Then you begin to acknowledge God. Then you begin to acknowledge the God of nature. Oh yes. You see, that's the other thing is, you see, when we make it a point that we need to achieve our goal, we need to achieve our destiny, we need to achieve what God have said about us, and then God begin to bring helps, because we all know that we can never achieve our destiny without God's help. You see, so those that have been boasting, like, I made it on myself. Were you the one that gave it life to your own self? Because have you seen the dead that have achieved any great thing in this life? No. So you begin to acknowledge God. You begin to acknowledge God in various channels. So that's how the thing is. And the second one is you begin to value your end. You begin to value your end. Oh yes. A man's thank you, Jesus. A man's life, and you see this life that we're living in, like what they say we should achieve in this life as a normal people. Go to school, get a well-paid job, marry, give birth, and build some house, and build like 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms self-contained, so that your family, will be, so that it will contain your family. And get some Toyota Camry or C-Class Benz and all that. So these are some of the things that normal people, or like, as an achievement of a normal human being. And at the end, then you die. You see, so that's how the thing is. But what happened when someone have already achieved that already, like 3 times the generation came to meet even much more bigger than that, then the person don't know the end, the value of the end, cause he came to meet it already. So instead of him managing that, so whatever it takes, I'll just live my life anyhow I wanted. You see, we have some people that their father already have a successful business. They think because of the business that their father have, they are not serious with life. But they don't know the determination, they don't know the hard work that their father is putting through. So when they tell them that they should go to school, then they start misbehaving in school, and at the end, then they'll be sacked. Then they come back home, they don't know how the business is being run. So when they take over the business, then you see that the business will just collapse. Here lies the case, they said you should go to school, you didn't go. Here lies the case, they send you to school to go and learn, you went and misbehaved. So the certificate that you're supposed to get, you didn't get. You see, right now too, the experience that you need to have, you didn't have to run the business. So you see them running on the street, then they will be boasting on their previous achievement, and it will be too late. Learn to value the end. When you go through the process, you learn to value the end. Then you know how your achievement came about. So you handle it with an aggressive care, that it will not slip on your finger just like that. You see, every successful man knows this. So he knows how to value the end. He knows how to value the end product of it. And that's how the thing is. The last one is to know how to crucify your judgment on people. Help us a lot to make the right judgment on people. You see, in this process, you know who's trying to lift you. You know who's trying to help. You know who is willing to help. You know who stood to help you. Oh yes. That's how the thing is. And you begin to see the people that they left you whilst you were trying to come out, whilst you were trying to build yourself, whilst you were trying to, achieve your goal. And you see the people in which you want to make a name for your process. This guy, like, I wanted to help him, but African mindset. They make the name for your process. They use your process to make the name for themselves. You know them, and you know the people who stood with you. So when you try to, be partner with a business partner, you know that our friendship is a business partner friendship. Oh yes, you know who stood. Family doesn't always related by blood, but sometimes it's by destiny. So the people who stood with you, and sometimes can be your destiny, sometimes can be your family. This sometimes can be your family. They stood with you whilst you have nothing. They stood with you throughout the process. They stood with you throughout the process. So you know who to trust. You know who to have a strong belief in. So that's how the thing is. So when you find this video interesting, please share it to a brother, share it to a sister, that he or she will keep a life boosting. I'll see you. Bye bye.